Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. So, a longer mission. Into the ruins. They can be killed. They can be beaten, he says. Frequently, when we kill and beat them. We're taking out new guy, bounty hunter, Campion. Like the lady who wrote the piano, right? He has hard noggin and sickly. Sickly is not really much of a concern. You just don't get diseased all that often. I'm not too worried about this as a negative trait. He has some cool abilities. We're not going to talk about him too much. Let's get out there and murder the crap out of some skeletons, huh? Is it murder if they're undead? I don't know. I don't know what the rules for murder are. Now, when I built this party, I had to strain a little bit to avoid pulling any of the people who have the Crimson Curse in. We're already starting to see some pretty harsh evidence that it's going to be a real problem in the future. I do not know how to deal with it. I'm hoping that we will get something a little bit better than very rare blood. I still don't know what the laudanum is for. Maybe you can use it when you're high on stress? I don't know that I want my heroes walking around all blown out of their minds on laudanum, though. Let's bring some medicinal herbs and some holy water. That sounds good. Brought 2 keys. You run into a lot of things you need keys for. Yeah, sure. So we've got a Hellion and a Houndmaster and a Bounty Hunter. 3 of my favorite classes. I really, really like these guys. A nice broad range of effectiveness.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
I guess let's head down first and see if we can get scouting information on this leg of the trip. Just like last time, we're going to be trying to... Inauspicious. Just like last time, we're going to be attempting to let our torchlight burn down before camping to get maximum light efficiency. Consecrated water dissolves ashes. Sure, why wouldn't it?
Test. Now it must be carried home.
Yeah, inventory space is not really a big deal on short missions, but on mediums and longs, it's very easy to end up not being able to carry home all of the treasure that you find. Okay, well, we know there's a battle here, at least. I think the Bounty Hunter is pretty good at disarming traps. So, 70, 90, 80... Okay. Houndmaster it is. I guess I probably should have done that with the Bounty Hunter, because he still would likely have succeeded, and he could have used the stress relief. That was probably an error. Oh boy, okay. I'm just not going to read anything that has that many capital letters in it. Alright, you know the deal. I hate these dudes. Not a great start, guys. Unfortunately, nobody bleeds. Nobody bleeds here. That's not true. Lots of people bleed. But we're going to fight a lot of skeletons, and so we're not going to get a lot of use out of the bleedy portions of our Houndmaster. But fortunately, his damage is such that it usually won't matter. The bleed is a small enough portion of his total damage. So this guy has, fortunately, an attack that hits back to the 3rd row. It does bonus damage against stun targets. Oh, I didn't get you Blackjack. Okay, well, we do still have stuns from both of our other party members. He's very damage focused at the moment. But it's also just a nice high damage, reasonably high crit chance ability. He also has the thing that I had on 1 there is a more normal melee attack, only hits the front 2 rows, that does a tremendous amount of bonus damage against marked targets. So he plays into a team that's using the mark gimmick pretty well. Man, the Stresscaster getting to go at the end of one turn and then the beginning of the next turn really messes us up. That's very unfortunate.
Confidence surges as the enemy
but no more out of her. So, yeah, let's have ourselves a shout. Give us time to do a little rearrangement here.
And panic.
Okay, this isn't too bad. This allows us to move the Vestal to the back pretty quickly. We bought ourselves a little bit of time there. You have a 65% chance to reduce or to resist stun. Probably it's not worth trying to stun you. See if we can just kill him. We might be able to get 2 attacks off before his turn. Yeah, that'll do.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
You could bark at him again. It might work. Yeah. Since she's already damage debuffed, like, may as well. Alright, this is a great moment for a heal or two.
In the fevered pitch of battle.
Oh yeah, so you can see plus 90% damage versus marked. It also does bonus damage versus humans, which is nice.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Sometimes it'll just crit a guy's face off. Ow. Well, 6 damage. Yeah, he's at full health. He'll be fine. It's not a big deal. We do not get the scout, so I guess we have to walk over here and see. Okay, she dodged the trap. If you don't scout a hallway, and there's a trap in the hallway, there's no way to avoid the trap. You just walk over it. The only way you can disarm a trap is if you scout it ahead of time. Now, this party's not too concerned about changing order. Most of us are pretty good for most positions. Oh, 11. Come on. Give me one more turn. Yes. The dog will hit him for 1. We may as well. May as well do the big one. Get some bleed out of it.
Faint hope blossoms.
Yeah, bounty hunters are pretty tough. I think they're just generally good dudes. We should definitely make sure she dies before their next turn. I like them a lot, and they have a couple of good, reliable stun abilities. Our bounty hunter has the flashbang, which unfortunately cannot be used from this close to the enemies. But you can also give them uppercut, which does allow point-blank stuns. So you get a nice variety there. Alright, we'll do this because it'll buy us a little bit of time to throw some heals. Alright, he'll bleed out. I have to say, I feel like we've been pretty lucky with our heals. I think we've crit significantly above the expected number of times. Do I want to just howl? It would be bad to let this guy have an extra hit on us. But also, how likely do I think I am to bring him down? Well, he's got 0 speed. All 4 of us get a turn. You know what? We can do this. Let's throw all the damage at him. I was wondering if we were going to be able to kill him this turn at all. Ooh. Okay, the bounty hunter rolling minimum damage does not help with that. Everybody going minimum damage. Okay. So there's a chance. She does not quite get there. That's a shame. We had to roll an awful lot of bad numbers in a row there for that to work out that way. Alright, definitely just howl. I'd really like it if the Vestal could get her turn before the Hellion. If the Hellion goes first, I will just take the kill. Oh! Okay, apparently he rolled really high on his speed roll this turn. Like, really high. I think we're about to get pinged by the game for stalling. I'm gonna push it, though. Alright, let's see. Nope, did not get in trouble. Okay, let's wrap this up. And we're already out of inventory space.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
Well, we can equip this to somebody. It's basically just lowering their dodge by 2, but it's also giving us an extra inventory space worth of stuff to carry. You. The Vestal taking damage is the least dangerous thing. Oh, this is bad too. Well, it's only minus 1 HP. Yeah, the vessel getting damaged is kind of the least bad thing because we can obviously just heal her up with Judgment while she's still fighting. So, alright, this is going to buff somebody. Let's give it to her. Okay, it's heal and stress relief. Oh, you know what? It's the statue. I was thinking of there's a statue of it, like an angel, that you can interact with in the ruins. They give somebody a buff, and it gives you a better version of the buff if you use holy water on it. Alright. Well, that was an annoying little detour. Let's get back into the dungeon proper. So, complete 100% of room battles is a little bit variable in length. It's hard to know. I think I'm gonna try to rest. Let's go this way. Just far enough to get the curio and then back out. It's a curio that I want to use a key on. Okay, well I have some keys. Yes, it's very dark. Good. Good looking out there, buddy.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
I don't need a journal page. Not nearly as bad as I need a portrait. Then we're just gonna back up, take some stress while backing up, but I don't want to go forward into the oncoming fight. And then, even though this is kind of gutsy, I think we're gonna push forward. We're gonna do a battle in near darkness and a battle in much darker darkness, because we're in good spirits right now. Uh-oh. The darkness is not a good time to run into the madman. I should stun. Which one gets stunned first? I think the madman's more dangerous. Yeah, okay. I feel good about that. Also, he's a human. Well, now that he's stunned, though, we should probably like try to kill the bone courtier before his turn, maybe? So that he doesn't do that. Okay. Well, I really am more concerned about this guy than I am about the courtier. Okay, we need to give him one more little tap. Anyway, what I was saying is we can fight in the dark a little bit because we're in such good spirits and health, and we'll get more loot that way. But it's already starting to look like a bad idea. Yeah, man. Okay, we're gonna have somebody lose their mind right here, right now. Come on, Virtue. Nope, he's become abusive. That is one of the worst ones.
Our old friend.
Yeah, friends. That's what we are. Actually, I think we go in on the courtier now.
Eradicated.
Wow. Okay, good job. And then we just do this. Try to get a little bit extra damage. We didn't really get a lot of damage there. But now the madman has 2 points of bleed on him, so he'll bleed out on his turn. This Vestal desperately needs to throw a heal or two. We definitely have people down in the danger range. Alright, when we camp, everything's going to be fine. Immediately, everything's going to be fine. You'll be blown away by how quickly things are fine. But we have to make it to a room to camp.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Give him the bark. Let's take a moment, slow things down. Oh, wow. He actually hit him. That's worse than usual. Crap. Alright, I don't think he has lick wounds, does he? No. Just gonna burn some more time here. Get another round of healing off. Oh, that's right. Hellions can only move forward. They will not go backward. If she hits him, she probably kills him. Probably not, actually. And if she had, I would have just accepted it. But I really want the Vestal to have a turn here. One more turn for our Vestal.
And improvement.
Okay, now we finish him off. No, now we heal again.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of blood.
Okay, not too bad.
Success
I
so clearly
don't even care about this.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna push onward. Do we want to read some books? Yeah, sure. Hey, Campion, read some books. Okay. Let's not read anymore. Let's do no more reading.
Darkness closes
We're
in,
doing it.
haunting the hearts of men.
Let's do it, man. Let's rumble. Okay. Please don't do anything. And she's stunned, so bonus damage from Finish Him. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, Finish Him. Okay, so you're at 2. I'm gonna do a Hound's Harry. Get a little bit of bonus damage going on this guy. Then I think actually we take out this dude next, probably. Because I do not need him critting people with his damn crossbow all the time.
Great is the weapon that cuts
Good start.
its own.
Oh no, that leaves him at 1 health. You could have killed it had you any skill. That's not wrong. He's been wronger. Well, I hate to use a whole attack on something that has 1. You know, I'd like to find a multi-target thing, but...
Annihilate.
Wow. It really is important that he just go down, and also, that was cool.
Ringing ears. Blurred vision.
Fighting in the dark is like this. People get more crits. We're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. Nobody panic. Hey, SB, stop panicking. Maybe it would have been better to stun them both, actually. Well, let's at least deny him his turn. And then our party is fairly fast. This guy has speed 5, so his speed is like right in the middle of our party's speed. We have a couple of 6s.
Stage for heroism.
Alright, just try to finish this guy off before he can act, maybe? Nope.
Perched at the very
Okay.
precipice of
Death's Door. It's possible I pushed a little too much. Oh, nice. That's actually pretty rare. We've been lucky on those. You don't usually see that. I think, what if we had like 4 people break and 2 of them went virtuous? Wow, since we know that this guy... Yeah. We're not changing the number of turns anybody has, no matter what we do, really. Okay, this is not that bad. It looks bad. It's not as bad as it looks.
Triumphant pride
We're gonna camp.
precipitates a dizzying fall.
So the first thing we're going to do is eat heartily. And then we get to make use of Sanctuary. So it prevents nighttime ambush, and then on anybody who has a mortality debuff, which is this, anybody who's been to Death's Door, there's a significant additional effect.
A momentary abatement.
Check that out. And we're almost back at full, except for the fact that Campion has lost his damn mind. So now we have, and that also prevents us from nighttime ambushes, which is fantastic. So now we have 8 time units left. We could use a little bit more healing on her, if he'll do it. Okay, cool. He took the bleed off of her. And now we have 6 points left. So we have a number of self-buff abilities that cost 3. We could have, like, big bonuses, as long as she's in rank 1 for her, and then plus accuracy and crit for him. We can also buff somebody with accuracy and dodge. Honestly, I think Battle Trance plus this is how we do it is the way to go. You bore me. He didn't... Wait, was he speaking directly to me, the player? Or to himself? Well, whatever. He didn't take the buff, because he's a monster. Alright. Nighttime ambushes can be very dangerous. For one thing, when you get nighttime ambushed, the battle necessarily happens in the dark. Can be very bad. Alright, who wants to open this? Who's feeling gutsy? You're gutsy. And I camped before doing that, so that we would have an extra slot. Getting the firewood out of your inventory is useful. So my plan here is to snake around like this. Hopefully we will get some scouting that will tell us what is in these little offshoots before we have to decide whether or not to go down them. Okay, these dudes are looking a little Robin Hood. Let's just try to bring him down. I could have gone for the stun there. Wouldn't it be nice if we could just prevent them from attacking forever? Ow. Okay, no crits at least. And I know her damage, or she looks damaged, but it's not a big deal. She's tough. She's a tough lady. A child could do better. I don't know, I think that was pretty good. She yelled at those guys so hard they forgot what they were doing. Alright, so unfortunately that does mean that we've debuffed her on the very first round. It's fine. It'll be fine. Oh, these guys are... They have 7% dodge. They're just having a terrible time actually hitting them. Oh, I think we're just going to start in on these dudes. We do bonus damage against humans with our attack, and we'll trust Iron Swan to finish the job over here. He's bled for only 1 per turn, right? Yeah. I might just let him bleed out, honestly. Ooh, crit. Okay. Okay, everything's fine. My suffering has prepared me well. Yeah, so when she's, when you're vigorous, that happens. I know that's a thing. You're hard to take down because you just heal all the time for no reason. I think we're probably in a place where we have to heal the Hellion. She's low enough that she's in actual danger. Alright, so he'll bleed out on his own next turn. Let's just wrap some of these dudes up. Alright, now if we're lucky and the dog goes first, we might be able to get a kill. No, he did minimum damage. Well, bummer. I really should have bought him Blackjack. This dungeon would definitely be going better if we had access to a reliable stun for him.
A slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
I'm gonna be this guy. I'm just gonna take a moment here. Okay. I guess I'll do this to expend my turn. Alright, so do I want to heal the Hellion with the Vestal, or do I want to do a group heal? He has elected not to take part in the stress relief. Dude was like, hey, listen to my dog. Listen how cool this howl is. And Campion, spiteful, just shoved his fingers in his ears. Alright. Good enough. That'll do. Really? She got the killing blow, man.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Actually, do you have Uppercut? You do have Uppercut. I kind of think that this is probably the right arrangement. And then we'll take off... Well, he can use Flashbang from here, but we'll give him Uppercut instead, because I like Uppercut better. If you are in position to be able to use it, Uppercut is a better skill. It requires you to be in the front 2 slots,
If only
but it's good.
could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
We still have both of our dog treats. We could eat 6 food. I don't think we're going to have more than 3 hunger events. Remember, this isn't just 25 gold. This is a new slot for gold. We can also... Yeah, let's just drop the medicinal herbs. Alright, lucky scouting. Some curios that we will not be going for. We do not need any additional combat. We still have 2 shovels, yeah. This is fine.
The cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Well, it's going to have to try a little bit harder than that. No scout. Well, I guess we gotta check. Books have not been kind to us thus far. Let's maybe just all swear off reading, shall we? Oh, that's a shame. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Is that my last torch? Oof. It's a little early in the dungeon for that to be the case. We've had to do too much backtracking is the problem. Alright, so let's try to kill us some enemies. Great start. They're shocked to see us, but that doesn't mean that we can, like, hit them. Okay. 1 down at least. Suppose we gotta start in on this dude.
Such a terrible assault.
Okay, all of the crits and everything is not going that well for us. Alright, we really need him, first of all, not to get hit again. That would be great. And secondly, not to take his turn before the Vestal. Alright, good dodges. If he takes his turn before the Vestal, he might bleed to death. Okay. So I'm going to try to single heal him. There's a pretty good chance he'll say no. Alright, we're good. Everything's fine. The thread winds on.
The ground quakes.
Good stuff. Okay, it was not enough to reduce him to Death's Door, so he can't die during his turn. He will go to Death's Door on his turn, but he can't die. If I had bandages, I would definitely use them.
Terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
This is very bad. We are in grave, grave danger. It is too early to lose the second member of my party. Oh. Maximum effect crit. Shouting again might work, but let's actually try to remove some of the enemies. I'm having a hell of a time getting rid of these guys. So this is probably not going to be lethal. And this probably will be. But if we hit him, there's a 1 in 4 chance that we do enough damage to kill. Or I guess a crit would also be lethal. But even, you know, the naive 33% is still pretty bad odds. I think let's get started on this guy, because we can leave the bleed behind. Because the bounty hunter's probably going to get the kill no matter what. That's what I think of this alliance. Actual backstabbing, and he marked her. Ugh. This guy is a nightmare. I want to go for the heal, but if we can stun this guy, we should. Well, he's actually more likely to resist the stun than not. Let's do a little party healing. Ah, man. Should have just shot him with judgment. Okay, well, that didn't go as well as one might hope.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Let's open this up. It's fine. We definitely want to eat some food here. Things are getting rough, man. So you can see, a new trap has spawned. No sense having the bounty hunter. Yes, I know. We all have lots of feelings about the way things are going. There's no sense having the bounty hunter disarm the trap, since there's no universe in which we can avoid de-stressing him in town anyway. But actually, the Houndmaster might end up doing just fine. Let's go ahead and light this now.
And baubles,
alright.
paid for in blood.
Okay. Good fun times. Why don't you eat a little something before the fight, too? Alright, come on, let this be the last one. You know, the longer missions give you more XP for a reason. Man, 4 damage. I think 4 damage must be the maximum value on that one. It's not really a damage attack, you know? And of course, we cannot stun the stress caster that's still alive. Maybe we can get lucky, though. Got her for exactly enough. Professional what, I wonder? So we're unlikely to kill the cultist brawler, but we could stun him. Uppercut stuns and knocks back, so it would have pulled the courtier up, which might have had some benefit. It would have allowed the Hellion to be able to hit the courtier with her hack instead of having to do if it bleeds, which is obviously less valuable against a skeleton. And I'm often okay trading one of my party members' actions for one of their party's actions. Yes, you're borderline invulnerable, Ellison. We're all very impressed. You're bleeding. You need it worse. That's fine. She was going to have to be de-stressed anyway. Would everybody just stop listening to him? This doesn't have to be that big of a deal. Just plug your ears or something. Trying to avoid a freak out from the Hellion.
A hand's breadth from becoming
That's not good. Yeah, and she's going to bleed at the beginning of her turn. She very well may die. Oh good, masochistic. Well,
Those who covet injury find it
almost
in no short supply.
almost couldn't be going worse for her. At this point, I almost wonder if we don't care about the stress guy anymore, given everybody's state, but you know what? Removing him from combat is the easiest way to remove attackers, and with 2 people so low on health, that's a thing that we have to be thinking about. Oh, she hit herself, too. Jesus. She is really testing death's door. Okay, stuns. You guys have to stop doing stuff. We need a second to recover here. Alright. Okay. Will she accept a heal via the party heal? She will not. So she's just going to die. Alright, let's try to get through the tough guy, I guess. During this turn while he's stunned. She's gonna bleed to death. She's just gonna bleed to death, man. Okay. We only have to endure 1 more attack. Maybe no more attacks. And if we can get out of combat, I might be able to get her to eat something and get her off death's door that way. Also, we're definitely going to try to get her to accept a heal again. Okay. Through sheer bloody-mindedness,
Back to the pit.
we are going to make it through this without a character death. Speeds.
This expedition at least promises success.
Somebody put this in your pocket. Alright, we may as well open this at the very least, but then, yeah, we're getting out of here.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Always forget to use the dog treats. We get scouting. Well, let's poke our head out here. Is this... do we have... we do not have any holy water. You know what? That's fine. Hey, Campion. Stick your hand in there. Okay. Good enough for me. Everybody stopped bleeding, so we don't actually need these. May as well go this way and see what this is as well. That's a sack. Okay, another 1,000 gold. That was pretty worthwhile. Little bit of scouting there at the end. Somebody's wasting away. We have 1 vial of blood, which we will use. Okay, so on the whole, that's a lot of gold. We did very well there, treasure-wise, and we had a huge amount of heirlooms. It was also an expensive run. We're going to have to pay for 3 de-stressings. But we pulled about 15k there. And 3 XP for everybody. Compulsive, that's not great. Plus 20% scouting chance in the Warrens. That's the one environment we have not yet seen here. Okay. Irrepressible is not amazing. In theory, you want to not have your sanity tested often enough for virtue chance to be valuable, but obviously it is going to happen. And then Dud Hitter it's bad, but it's not heartbreaking.
All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that final crowning thing. I could not look, nor could I look away.
Koliar is feeling strong and powerful. I know that our ancestor is saying stuff and it is meaningful and you should listen to it, but I'm going to keep talking like he's not even saying anything. Koliar is feeling strong and powerful. Vaughn is thirsting for the blood. He needs that blood. Buddy, what's going on? You be okay? Without the blood he shall perish. Well, we have some of that blood for you. How do I give him all this blood? Okay, so the Nomad Wagon is unlocked. Ooh.
Gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
Obviously, this is nice. We probably will not be buying a lot of trinkets from the Nomad Wagon, again, just because gold is really important. But we are going to check, because there are some trinkets that are absolutely worth the gold. And the other thing we've unlocked now is the Survivalist.
At home in wild places, she is a stalwart survivor and a strict instructor.
So everybody has 7 camping skills. There are 3 that are common to all heroes. Encourage, Wound Care, and Pep Talk. And then 4 that are class-specific. You only start with 3 unlocked. You do actually have 4 slots for camping skills. The first skill you unlock is just you getting extra choices. And then from there you have to narrow down to 4. Just the same way you have to with active skills. You can only bring 4 into any particular expedition. But we definitely will want to upgrade. Some of the camping skills are incredibly powerful, and some of them are really not. The difference between a hero who's got their camping skills teched out and one who doesn't is tremendous. Alright, so no upgrades here. Ooh, we have a leper available. I do like lepers. Who could we fire? Oh, I over-recruited on... Okay, one of the new ones. So you have some pretty okay positive traits and a negative trait that's not a big deal. While you have negative traits that I don't love and a positive trait that really isn't that valuable. Okay, sorry, Sinless.
The task ahead is terrible, and weakness cannot be tolerated.
His name is Grentemesnal? Grentemesnal. Grentemesnal. Okay. That's a hell of a thing. So, how many level 2s do we have? Wait, didn't I hit sort by level? Let's go on. Oh, wait, it sorts the current party to the top no matter what. Okay, hold on. Let's empty the current party. That's fair enough. I can definitely see occasions where that would be useful. Okay. So we are on 2 level 2s and a bunch of people who are getting, like, pretty close. First of all, we have to deal with our really stressed out 3 people. So is there any restrictions on what you will do? You will only gamble. Okay. And you don't actually care. I don't know if we need to do that. I mean, I guess somebody could drink. You, go get really super drunk. And Campion, you get a whole building to yourself, because you're such an ass that I don't trust you to be near anybody else. He may drive the poor caretaker mad at last. Is anybody else... Everybody else is in good condition, right? Yeah, okay. So... Not totally ideal. Things have been a little rough. Oh, here we go. The first boss fight is unlocked. When you get an area to level 2, you can see the first boss fight. We will want to do this with a party of level 2s. People who are level 3, probably... You know what, I think I read something about them changing the way the levels work, but at least the way it used to work was people who are level 3 would not go on apprentice level missions. But we'll get a full party of level 2s up to fight this guy. So we probably want... We need to make sure one of our healers gets to level 2. We can bring both of these guys. Bellicote can be tricked out with blackjack and stuff to be a frontline guy, or he could be a damage dealer. So we need a healer and either... We need a hero and either somebody in the middle of the party to deal damage or somebody in the front of the party. Interesting. I'm not sure who we'll end up with yet. I think we're probably going to try to push Koliar up because he seems really powerful. So, what's available to us? That's not great. I mean, the downside of it is pretty small, though. Yeah, actually, plus 30% chance to land a Blight is not bad. I generally do not like to go on complete 100% of room battles missions as much as I like explore 90% of rooms. These are a little bit more consistent, a little bit more gameable as well. But man, we are not getting a lot of good offers for medium missions. So yeah, I think it's probably going to be this. Come back next time. Apparently, we're just going to fight a mountain of fishmen. And we'll see you then.